The Londonpreneur Show with Michelle Carter.
This week's episode is brought to you by 121 Studios, London's premier community hub for media arts, education, collaboration, and production. Also thanks to Kate Childerhose of Edward Jones Financial and Tech Alliance. If you're starting a business here in London, they're here to help. If you want to find out more about these sponsors, please check us out at londonpreneurs.com. Welcome to another episode of the Londonpreneur Show. I interview new entrepreneurs here in London, Ontario. Today's guest is Wenday, and her business is called The House of Wenday. Welcome.
Hi.
So what gets you out of bed in the morning?
For me, I would say it's just the belief that I can accomplish pretty much anything I put my mind to, and that I'm not getting out of bed for anyone else, or no one's cracking the whip on me. It's my list of goals, and just the fact that I can get up and pretty much do whatever I want with my time.
Yeah. That's very powerful.
Yeah.
So when did you decide to start your own business?
I started it 4 years ago. I've always been a designer. I was raised a clothing designer, but I spent about 12 years working in fashion retail and just got sick of selling other people's clothes.
I see. Go back. You were raised in fashion?
Yeah. So I grew up on a pig farm, and on the farm, my aunt next door had her own fashion studio. So she was a seamstress and designer. So she started teaching me when I was 5.
Oh, wow.
Just teaching me her trade. Yep. So by high school, I had my own alterations business, and I was doing full weddings. And then I worked in retail for about 12 years, and then I decided to go back to college.
And you started your own fashion design?
Started my own business, yeah. After a couple years after working after college, it just kind of happened naturally because I kept getting fired.
That usually happens to entrepreneurs.
Yeah, for really silly reasons. And I was like, maybe I should just, not work for someone else.
You took the hint.
Yeah.
That's good. And you make all of your designs and all of your clothing, yes?
Yes.
How would you describe your style?
Very street style, but it's very casual. My designs are mostly based not really around a certain genre or a certain style of clothing. It's more so just based off sustainability. All my materials are recycled, so that kind of limits my design process because recycled materials only come from previous clothing. So the fabric that I'm working with is already a certain size. So that limits pretty much what I can make from it. So.
What's your favorite piece or clothing part to make?
I really like working with denim. And I like making bags, so backpacks, purses, wallets, that type of thing. That was what I was obsessed with when I was a little girl. I would make like 10 wallets, I'd tie them all together and carry them around.
Denim wallets and denim purses. I like it. Can you explain a little bit about the dreadlock fashion you wear?
My dreads. This is my second time around with dreads. I had them for 5 years when I was in high school. And I did it again. I've had these ones now for 3 years. And it's just kind of played into, I guess, my holistic lifestyle where I don't use a lot of chemicals. I don't use a lot of products. I like everything to be local. I like to make as much stuff as I can. And having dreadlocks enables me to be able to do that.
It's again, the sustainability.
Yeah, because I can make my own products that go in my hair. I don't have to buy brushes or shampoo or, get haircuts. Yeah. I just wake up like this. So
very simple lifestyle.
Yeah.
I really like your style already. So where would you like to see your business grow 5 years from now?
Ideally, I'd like to move 100% online. And be just working with an online store, still being a one-man show and making everything myself and just working with a client base pretty much globally. And what I would like to do is be living somewhere more tropical. So living somewhere where it's warm, where I can be, doing festivals all year round, doing beachwear type stuff. So
festivals, what kind of festivals are you speaking
of? Here I just do the festivals like in Victoria Park, Sunfest, Ribfest, Food Fest, that type of stuff. But in warmer countries, there's events like that all year round. Right. Or you can set up shop at pretty much anywhere all year round.
Do you have a goal of a specific festival you want to see yourself at?
No, not really. Area-wise, I like to be in Central America. I feel I'm drawn there for some reason. The climate, and I know a lot of people that have gone there, and just the lifestyle and just the mentality of the people there just really attracts me there. So,
wow.
Yeah.
It's a good goal.
Yeah.
And what do you think you're struggling with most in your business right now?
For me, it's I mean, being a one-man show, it's hard to delegate, I guess.
Oh, yes. Delegation.
Or, letting somebody else take the reins of something when you know that you could do it better, probably yourself. Faster, better. Yeah, cheaper yourself. And then you don't have to put that risk in somebody else where it could go wrong, or it might not be on time, or it might not match the exact idea that you have in your head. Yeah. But there's a time constraint, right? Time constraint. I can't do everything.
Exactly.
So.
Any mistakes you've made in business that you can maybe help others who are thinking of getting into fashion or make their clothing?
Maybe, I guess it's specific to fashion, but I think that it's really important to really narrow down your niche. That's one thing that I never did in the beginning, was actually determine who my customer was and actually 100% know who that customer is and aim towards that person. I have a lot of friends that have started businesses and they have a very wide range of products, and as much as that's good because you're reaching a broad range of customers, it can also be a downfall because those customers aren't necessarily going to be loyal to you.
Oh, okay.
Or they're not going to come back to you, or they're not really going to understand why you're doing what you're doing because you haven't narrowed down that why or that niche, right? So I think that's something that I always seem to revisit. I'm like, hey, wait, I have all these ideas and all the stuff that I'd love to make, but does that really fit my end goal?
And kind of knowing who you're selling to kind of makes it easier for your marketing.
Exactly.
Aspect.
It plays into every aspect of the business.
So what kind of marketing have you played with so far?
A lot of social media. Yeah. Done really well on Instagram.
Okay. Selling off of Instagram?
Yeah, getting new clients off of Instagram.
Oh, wow.
Worldwide clients, yeah. So that's been a really big one for me. And then also just word of mouth. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is huge in the city.
It is, yeah.
You kind of need it when you're starting a business.
Yeah, exactly.
What are some of your personal interests and hobbies?
Personal interests and hobbies. I love to sing, actually.
Really?
I don't do it in front of people.
What kind of music?
Maybe one day. I don't know. I love 90s music, so I love to just do covers and stuff. One day I would love to have a YouTube channel and be like the singing seamstress and sing while I'm sewing or something silly, But
could add to your marketing.
Yeah, totally. I also really love organizing. My apartment is so organized. It's almost something that I'm I just get such a joy from everything having its own little home. Mm-hmm. I actually have a separate shop on Etsy where I sell planners and printables that people can print off. Okay. So they can organize their to-do lists and their kids' schedules or their shopping lists or all that kind of stuff. So it's kind of something completely different than my main business, right. But it's definitely something that I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Any other things you'd like to share with the audience? Maybe some events that you're going to be at coming up?
I'm kind of just getting started on planning the festival season, kind of confirming which events I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to do Sunfest again this year.
So you'll be in London this year?
Yeah, I will be in London again. And I also run an event called Coolamal, and we're booking new dates for that as well. So that will be coming up within the next few weeks. Yeah.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
No problem.
Where can we find and buy your products?
On my website, houseofwenday.com.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks again.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for watching this week's episode. Be sure to like and subscribe and share with your friends at londonpreneurs.com. See you soon.